which have taken a far more cautious approach to the threat from Iran. Joining us on the broadcast to help us decode this action by the UAE is Major General K.K. Sinha, who's a defense expert. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out your time and for speaking to NewsX. We appreciate it. A very good morning to you, General. General, I want to understand from your perspective and observations, why do you believe that the UAE took part in the airstrikes that were led by the US and Israel? Was it solely to protect its strategic interests, or was it to also pacify, its partner US?
Good afternoon and Jai Hind. Your question pertains to UAE. Why UAE? There are claims that UAE also, participated in an air campaign against Iran. See, first thing is geography and the composite nature of these emirates. The UAE is a combination of 11, there's small, and that is United Emirate. It has got, its identity is different than, all Persian Gulf states. Now, when we say UAE, we think that is a one identity. It is a different identity, and they have got a different altogether strategy for their own growth. UAE is very, very close to, if you see geographically, it's closest to your Iran. And Bandar Abbas, the major area of Bandar Abbas, which is, which we say Strait of Hormuz, and the strike with the smaller, missile system, the drones, it is very easy for the Iranians to actually carry out a strike in the UAE. That is one reason over there. The second thing is UAE. Why UAE participated? UAE is the country which actually the first country which went for the Abraham Accord. It also, has got more or less recognized, not officially, but they have recognized Israel. And they have got an outer outlook. That's why they want to have their own, way of life. UAE is very, everyone wants to go to UAE, wants to settle down because they have adopted, the way to globally so that, everyone can come to the UAE and do the business the way they want. That's why UAE and Iran, actually carried out the targeting in the UAE, like Burj Khalifa, if you see those target area which was hitting them, if they don't retaliate to Iran, they will be always be, there is a feeling in the UAE that they will be always be targeted whenever something happens in the Persian Gulf. Now, the second aspect, UAE is following independent, whether it was Abraham Accord, now coming out of OPEC, from there is the only country they want to drill, they want to carry out their own production oil. They have got a port, which is actually independent of Strait of Hormuz, which Fujairah. Fujairah is a port, and that's why they have gone with India, and we have got now an agreement when the Prime Minister was over there. So UAE wants to have not get, and that's why they have targeted. Because the targeting in the Bandar Abbas area, that is the Strait of Hormuz, the Qasim Island, the island of Hormuz, those are the areas they have gone. Then there is a island, Abu Musa Island, which is actually UAE and Iran has got a direct, both of them claim for this, and they have got a dispute over there on that. No one talks about this Abu Musa Island, which is very near to UAE. So UAE has not gone to help out, United States of America, or they have taken this decision, and they are taking very fast decisions. Now there is a pact between India and UAE, defense pact, which we have signed when the Prime Minister was there for 2 hours. That, so UAE is the only country, if you say, in the Persian Gulf, which has got an independent thinking. They want to do and mind you, one more thing is there. They had the best relation with Iran in the complete Persian Gulf. If you say before this thing in the crisis which has come, the Israel, United States and Iran war, this conflict, before that they had the best, the relations with, and they wanted to have that independence. Like Oman, they are neutral. Oman is a neutral country. UAE, because they are sitting on the horn of, the Persian Gulf, and they can have an independent way of doing things because of this port which the UAE has got. And that is the reason they have, it is known to everyone in military domain that they carried out the airstrike, giving a feeling that they can do independently. And now with the pacts they are signing with like country like India, of course we are not going to get directly involved with against Iran, but that is the way they are going about it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, General, for taking out your time and for speaking to NewsX.